YouTube, it is I, Sakarma, coming to you with another quick battle with the Vampire Coast, coming up against the High Elves. And this is for total Brohammer. I forgot my whole intro, guys. It's been so long that I'm messing up my own intro. What is a man without an intro? So here we go. This is one of the first battles I play with Vampire Coast. Again, I haven't been playing too much lately, but I've enjoyed the Vampire Coast quite a bit. I tried something different. I tried the Crab variant. I usually bring more infantry-heavy builds, but I tried the Crabs this time, and you'll see to what effect. In any case, I have 3 of those crabs, Prometheans I believe they're called. Pardon me for the gross sucking of mucus into my mouth so I can swallow it instead of have it rest in my nostrils. So yeah, I brought 3 Prometheans. Goes down smooth. So 3 Prometheans, a couple of zombie, I think 4 zombie deckhand mobs, I want to say. Yeah, 4. 2 of them set on these cannons, the cannonades. A couple of deckhand mobs, regular variants. One of these Tide of Skuld. I don't know why I brought them, just for fun. I wanted to try them out. I brought the Pirate Gunnery mob with handguns. I have a Vampire Fleet Admiral with pistol, with, I want to say, Invocation of Nehek, and what else? Oh, and then whatever this is called, Drowned Dead. Drowned for the Drowned God, or whatever that's called. The Drowned God of Game of Thrones. I'm reading the Game of Thrones history, guys. Pretty good. Depth Guard with pole arms, a couple of those baddies on either flank, and that's my build. Basically trying to whittle down Cav with the cannons, if there were to be Cav. Use Prometheans in the front line to help smash through, and have these guys just come and clean up and be sort of utility units because they're quite quick and they can pretty much fight any unit and they're quite quick. Of course, they're very much a glass cannon unit, but still. On my opponent's side, he has brought, or she has brought, 1 Illyrian Reaver. I want to say 2 Silver Helms, Silver Helm somewhere around here. Yeah, it's Silver Helm over there. Yeah, so 2 Silver Helms, 1 Illyrian Reaver, and what else do we got here? We've got a couple of Eagle Claw Blowthrowers just firing away at my pole arms, which is not a bad move. If I had not brought vampires, they would not be able to be healed, of course. Models, that is. They can heal while fighting because of the hunger, but they can't resurrect models, so that's a good move. And then he's got a couple of spears, 3 spears, 2 Wildlands of Thrace, who are very good in this matchup, I'm going to learn the hard way, and then 3 archers. Generally, overall good build. The Phoenix Guard, not too bad either. I like his build a lot. There's a lot to like about it. He's got Techless also over here with Fire Convocation, which is not my favorite spell, but Regrowth, Enfeebling Foe in the Net, all solid moves, all solid spells. In any case, yeah, the White Lines of Thrace are very, very good. You'll see in a moment. I'm not sure about the Phoenix Guard. Just not sure what they're here meant to fight. I mean, I guess large units, but I don't know. They can just get large units can just pull through them and cycle charge them. I think that their utility is very, very limited in the current game. Anyways, but at the same time, I'm also not the best talking about meta right now because I've played like very sparingly over the past couple months. Past 3 months even. So right away we're gonna try and shoot them down. But of course, Eagle Claw Bulldozers are better at killing artillery than cannonades are, or carronades. Oh, it's carronades, not cannonades. Interesting. So the carronades. So he gets already right off the bat. He gets 1 clean shot, clean kill on these carronades. So I'm like, okay, these guys are gonna get killed. Let's pull them off and run them back here. There's no point to just let them be wasted. And I keep these zombie pirate deckhand mobs to sort of to mask them, and I'm going to pull them over here to get some heals on them as well. They have already killed 2 cannons, so it's probably not even that much worth, not even going to yield that much value. But still, might as well try and keep them alive as long as I can. Over here, this cannon's doing alright, it's going to fire in. Of course, the trees are going to present an obstacle, but I'm just going to start shooting at whatever I can. I think I see these cav eventually, and I'll start firing at them the second I do. These guys I pull over here, I'm going to get an Invocation of Neck on them with the Fleet Admiral Captain right there. There she goes. So they're going to be brought back up to health. These guys don't want to fight these deckhand mobs, not worth it for them. Neither do they want to fight these rotting Prometheans. This is a good charge for them, obviously. Silver Helm's right into these guys, just wreck them. The archers are going to come through. The trees are going to help mask some of our units on the charge, but that's not so bad. Over here, they get a good charge into my deckhand mobs. We are going to follow it up with these these zombie deckhands with polearms, as well as the depth guard with polearms. We're going to pull them in and try and get some damage there. These Prometheans are going to lead the attack on the front. Over here, these Silver Helms getting good damage across the front lines. Prometheans are here chasing off this unit of Illyrian Reavers, not really worth it, but now I'm going to pull the carronades back in, even though they're still being shot at with these Eagle Claw Blowthrowers. At least it's wasting their time. They're not firing at pole arms, for instance. Over here, I send these guys on a wild goose chase to get rid of these Silver Helms, because I figured they'd be very dangerous, and I don't know if that's worth it or not. We'll see later in the game. Over here, he has set these Phoenix Guard in the front, but I'm just going to pull through with these Round Prometheans, try and get the back lines. Over here, these Silver Helms are trying to get smoked by our cannons, as well as our zombie pirate deckhand mobs with polearms. These Prometheans are giving up on the chase of these Illyrian Reavers and pushing through here. We've crushed 1 Silver Helm, which is going to be big later on. This one is still fleeing, but we're going to eventually, hopefully, catch it. The gunners are going to fire through the woods. Not the best position for them, but at least they're masked from the archers on their side. Over here we have some running Prometheans. We're getting actually pretty beat up. I don't know what from. Maybe the spears and the White Lines of Thrace. Not so great. Our lord over here is standing here on a good angle, firing into these White Lines of Thrace to get like good firing angles. Hopefully kill multiple units with the shot. Although right now she's shooting forward. I will move her up eventually and try and get a good angle. But the reason the White Lines of Thrace here very effective is that they just they do pretty good damage against these Depth Guard with polearms. Like they beat them pretty hard. The stats are fairly similar. I guess their stats aren't crazy high in terms of melee defense. Most melee defense halberd units that are elite of their level have much higher melee defense, but of course usually have much lower melee attack. So they actually have really good balanced stats. But against the White Lines of Thrace, which is way more health, they're just gonna kick their ass. I mean, they have 5,400. These guys have like 4,000 something. It's worth noting, 4,700. Pardon me, that the Depth Guard polearms, even with their healing effect of about 3,500, it's still the equivalent of having like a Black Orc unit, health-wise. So it's not. I mean, I guess the difference is that they maintain higher leadership, which is especially valuable considering they have Frenzy. But when it comes to the health pool, it's pretty much the same as a Black Orc, a full health Black Orc, and they have to fight forever to get that healing bonus. So. It's not really that. It seems better on paper than it actually works in practice, but oh, shit. What a baller. I mean, he totally whiffed, but it was still a baller move. Oh, here he comes. Come on, get somebody. Oh, he fucked this elf up. Oh, good work, friend. You will be knighted in the Hall of the Drowned Vampires. In any case, oh, wrong button. Let's get back into the game. But you'll see here, the White Lancers are just very, very good at killing these guys. They have been enfeebling foe at one point, but I don't think that's going to make too much difference. Here we're trying to help them out, get shots on the side. Again, these Promethean crabs are trying to cause problems in the back. They do have high mass, but they're just taking tons of damage. Again, I guess a lot of that has to do with these Phoenix Guard who are just chasing them down, but we're just trying to get charged wherever we can. We're going to heal them as much as we can. The Scourge are coming in to hit these archers. Meanwhile, on this side of the battle, we have killed these knights, but I've forgotten about them. And I'm going to reactivate them in a moment, but still, they're way, way far in the end of the battle, and that's kind of a shame. These Illyrian Reavers were able to kill down with these deckhand mobs as well as the cannon. So now we pretty much have full artillery support. Yeah, see, the fire convocation just not the best use here. Just you're not going to get good full lines, especially in a battlefield like this. And he does actually more damage to his white lines and his archers than he does to my gunners, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, you can see here that the Depth Guard are finally winning. We're more than happy to send this vampire to fight these spears. She'll be in there forever, because she does have the hunger as well, and she'll be fine. But we are going to lose this Depth Guard with pole arms. They almost got to their healing cap, about halfway, but still unfortunate, because they're going to die to a unit that is far cheaper than them. Over here, these Silver Helms are coming in, so I'm going to try and readjust, but he's sending a good two-pronged attack. So I'm trying to keep these handguns alive. I do have the cannons here that are going to fire. Both of these cannons are going to aim at these guys as well as the guns, hopefully. I don't remember how it works out, but we'll see. This battle was fought a little bit of ways ago. You can see over here I've healed all these Rotten Prometheans. They're fighting against Spearmen. Not the best battle for them, but better than over here against the Phoenix Guard. And then I've tried to muck up the Phoenix Guard with all these Tide of Scourge and Zombie Pirate Deckhand mobs. What a ridiculous name. Like a couple over here. It could just be Zombie Pirates. Why Deckhand mobs? What does it matter? Anyways, she's just getting poked from all this like little circle jerk. Little circle poke here. I guess it's the opposite. Well, not the opposite, but the next level of a circle jerk. Jesus. It is a circle poke, and she's getting smoked, but she's doing a little spin attack. She's going to be okay. Again, she'll be fine in that battle. I have no problem with her fighting in there. She's actually quite safe. His Silver Helm decided to hit my gunners and did some good damage, but they also died in the process because of the cannon fire. And we're going to shoot them down from the Oblivion. We're going to move these guys around, try and get them some good shots. There's not really a lot of places for them to shoot, but oh well. These guys have found these archers and are going to try to kill them. I don't know why cannon fire is coming in here. That's, I guess, I don't know why I started firing them on there. That's a terrible idea. I'm probably hitting my own Prometheans. That was just foolish. Foolish move from Sukarma. Over here, I engaged the Prometheans against the Illyrian Reapers, thinking they would kick their ass pretty well, but you can see that they're not doing too poorly against these guys, despite having crazy high armor. They're kicking their ass in a decent way. So, I don't know. Illyrian Reapers are way cheaper and way faster, just better, and they're actually kind of winning here, which is very shocking. I have no idea why. If someone wants to tell me how this is happening, I don't know. But yeah, so it's looking good for him. But we have these background mobs coming through, so not a big fan of the crab people, who people seem to love, but I'm not a huge fan of the crab people in this battle. These beasts are coming through, trying to hit these archers, just trying to kill them, get much damage we can. Finally, our Peppards, who went on a little excursion over here to kill those Silver Helms, which isn't a bad play, but they're over here now, finally back in the battle. We are getting some shots in, again, through the woods. Not great, but at least it's hitting these White Lines of Thrace now, which is a good target. And she, again, is not the greatest to fight against the White Lines of Thrace. I don't think she does. Yeah, she does not do armor piercing in melee. But still, she won't take too much damage from them, especially with a full surround. She's more surrounded by spearmen than White Lions, so that's not bad. It's actually better for us because we can just get shots in the back. Meanwhile, these Prometheans have been dealt with. Over here, these Depth Guard are going to charge with the Phoenix Guard. This is going to be an interesting battle because they're both, I don't know, they're roughly equally priced. The Phoenix Guard have a little bit more health. These guys, of course, have the hunger. They have better stats. Yeah, I don't know. But then they get, I Hornswoggle them, which is a huge move, and that's pretty much, that's going to put the battle obviously in our favor. I wonder who would win. I have to test them in a one-on-one battle. I don't know. It depends. I guess they lose their martial prowess, of course, after a time, and that's gonna, or martial mastery rather, and that's gonna help our guys tilt that fight in our direction. Over here, Teclis is just helping slow down these running Prometheus as they try and run out Prometheans or Prometheans as they try and change down these archers. Over here, these ones are also dying, so not huge, great use of these guys. Meanwhile, over here, I do see that these Illusion Reavers are done for, so I bring these Deckhand Moms back into the main fight. We have shut down his Eagle Claw Bolthors finally, but there they crumble and there's about 3 left, so actually not bad for them. We have been able to crush these White Lions of Thrace just with the Vampire Admiral in there and a couple of Deckhand Mobs, just, mucking them down. He does get a good charge with these Spearmen on, and that's huge because now not a whole lot we can do. There's nothing in the back line to help protect. Teclis is in there, those one Prometheans have been killed, so these archers are going to shoot down this last Carronade rather, and this one is, I don't know, there's not really that many great targets, but it would be really helpful to have it maybe shoot on these White Lions and the like, but unfortunately, we're not going to be so lucky, and they're just going to shut down both of these Carronades, and that's going to be unfortunate for my team. Over here, we are winning though, I think, I don't know, I retreat the Vampire, she's just getting too low on her health, and there's no reason to have her fight in this battle, and I'm going to try and get shots down the line here. Let's see if she gets, come on, give me a bullet, lady, come on, Missy, fire! 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 Oh, there we go. And she shoots like 3 spearmen, unfortunately. She's supposed to shoot the White Lions of Thrace, but still, not a bad kill at all. Good line of sight. Over here, the pole arms are kicking the ass of the Phoenix Guard, who looks like they were healed as well. Maybe by a Teclis move. Teclis regrowth, rather. In any case, they are losing. They've lost martial mastery, and now their stats are just way worse in every way, and there's no way they can hold this. The only thing they have is the, of course, the resistance, the, whatever it's called, the, physical resist of 30%, which is nothing to sneeze at, but still, they're going to go down. Over here, these units were unfortunately able to kill my summoned Deckhand Mobs, so not a whole lot we can do, but I do cast the All Hands Ahoy to give everything just better damage around here, help us clean up these Phoenix Guard, and then push through over here to fight these White Lions who just lose to these Deckhand Mobs, which is pretty fantastic. At this point, they have crushed both our cannons and pretty much all the units in the back line, so I just reform ranks over here. My opponent's going to do the same. We're going to clean up some of these White Lions of Thrace, and here's where I was scared. I was like, oh, this game could be over for us, but I still have a lot of ammo, and my Lord, of course, is going to be a better duelist than Teclis. I don't think he has sort of Teclis on him. It's worth a check, actually, at this point in the battle. Does he have the sort of Teclis? I don't think he does. He does not, so he won't be able to fight my Lord, or at least kill her with any sort of rapidity, because she has decent melee stats. Quite good, actually, 65-45. So we're able to do some. We're gonna be able to win that battle. So it's all a matter of can they kill her, basically, and my Depth Guards. My Depth Guard will lose to the White Lions, as we saw, but they are Hornswoggled, which is a fantastic ability. And with the Hornswoggle active, they're just gonna crumble, no problem. There goes one of my units. Speaking of crumbling, where goes one of my units, and these archers are still getting some shots in, but it's just gonna be cleanup duty. So and then some of these guys recruit. So these guys are cleaned up. These guys are gonna die. And we're both just sort of reassessing, or regrouping, rather. So he groups his units over here, I group my units over here. We send these pole arms to try and get rid of these White Lions of Thrace, make sure they can't return, because that's not an unhealthy unit, 26 models. And we, of course, are faster. That's one good thing about the Depth Guard. They are very fast for their heaviness. So we pretty much route them off. We do 6 model kills, not bad at all, some health kills. And, of course, we were healing as we were chasing them down, which is fun to know. I'm going to get some final volleys into these White Lions of Thrace. Come on, get one more shot for me, lady. Did she miss? Alright, let's see if she shoots again. Come on. Do it. Do it. Oh, she fucks that one guy up. And I think she got 2. I think she shot through him and got that spearman too. So 2 for 1 right there. Double kill. Very funky. The bounce bar is very much in my opponent's favor, but as we all know, the bounce bar is fake news. We have All Hands Hoy just helping our guys maintain this fight a little bit longer. He gets a beautiful play here. He nets them and he does fiery convocation. But I do Invocation of Nehek to counter that. So it was a really, really beautiful play by my opponent. A net and a fiery. But Of course, they also have really high armor, so if that had been like a better spell, they would have been fucked. I did cast Invocation of the Heck, of course, to counter that, but still, their high armor negates the effects of that spell. That and the Burning Head as well, even though they have a weakness to fire of, I want to say 20% because they're undead. Yeah. Where is that? Where does it say? There we go. Where is the weakness to fire? Are they not weak to fire? Huh. Doesn't seem to say. Undead. Whatever. In any case, so the fight's going on. Over here, we'll check that after the battle. Teclis is engaged with the Vampire Fleet Admiral. Of course, he does have a horse, so he can't cycle charge. But against his Depth Guard, he's going to get fucked. Only because he's on a large, and he's going to try and pull him out. But we get the full surround in here. We're going to get a nice hit from her, and that's huge. He does actually reman one of these Eagle Claw Boat Throwers. Or re-woman, and starts firing in. And then these guys are going to get charged by these violence guys who look silly when they charge. I mean, they look cool otherwise, but they look silly when they charge. I hope they would have like their battle axe a little bit higher, something like that, be more threatening. But they're just going to go down to these guys, of course. And now that a lot of the units on my opponent's side are starting to flee, it's looking good for us. Of course, this is a battle of attrition that neither force is really going to win. Spearmen can't kill these guys quickly. I mean, they will win, but they can't kill them particularly quickly. And it just goes more in our favor because they're far cheaper. Over here, we've routed these White Lions race again for like the third or fourth time. Hopefully they won't come back. Second or third time, maybe. We get a nice rear charge in here. With these guys, they look kind of cool when they charge. I want to see that other move where they fucking leap into that sky and they try and do the little spearing move. It's pretty dope. But yeah, otherwise we're pretty much just cleaning them up. And I mean, the battle spar is still quite close, but it's at this point it's quite over. There's not a whole lot they can do. They do fire in this Eagle Boat Thrower, which is quite good. But we're just gonna clean these guys up, murder them. My opponent's doing the right thing, trying to get us to blob and just firing in. But he sends Teclis in here, trying to hit us. We're gonna charge him back. These guys shatter. Over here, Teclis starts to fight these things that are all anti-large, and then pretty much all his units are just gonna start, come in and feed the meat grinder that is our remaining force. And that will be that. So GG my opponent, really fun battle. I made some big mistakes. Smeaton. I'm smeaton with you. Adorable. But yeah, I made some pretty big mistakes, but I got 120 kills in the Vampire Fleet Admiral. Not bad at all. 128 on these Depth Guard, who just pretty much cleaned up a lot of units at the end of the game. They killed some Silver Helms, they killed some the Phoenix Guard, they killed some White Lions. They're very, very good unit at the end of the game. Of course, they are a glass cannon unit, but when used effectively, you can see there, they just wrecked a lot of their army. The Prometheans were not that effective. I was pretty disappointed in them. And these guys weren't great just because of the line of sight blockage with the trees. But yeah, Prometheans, I don't know. I'll have to try them again. Of course, the only time I've ever tried them. So, I don't know. The verdict is still out. And I haven't played the game in a long, long time. So, it's fair to say that I'm a little rusty. But I did not really enjoy them too much. Silver Helms, obviously a good pick. High Elves in general have a really good advantage against the Vampire Coast, I found, because they can bring cheap archers, they can bring fairly cheap cav, they can bring cheap artillery, and just counter pretty much all the things that the Vampire Coast does well, and able to pretty much run them down if used effectively. In any case, GG my opponent. Was a fun game. Enjoyed it, and hope you guys are enjoying the new content, and I'll see you around the bend.